Welcome to Haines City, Florida. Most notable for its biggest export, oranges, which as you can see from the opening video and shot of the farmer's market, are currently out of season. Now another thing Haines City has a lot of is real estate. With all the big theme parks just 30 minutes away, it's the perfect place to retire to. A lot of the properties are lakefront and provide access to all kinds of recreational activities. Ooh, look, there goes a lake playing now. Now I know a lot of you might have never heard of this town before, and are wondering, where exactly is Haines City? Thanks for asking. Haines City, here, is located south of I-4, which is located here. Most of you have probably gone to Disney and passed right by it, which is understandable. It's a small town just south of I-4. The biggest main city is Lakeland, which probably a lot of you know of, and it's one of the more bigger cities in the area. There's also Davenport and Winter Haven, and Haines City is just kind of located right in the middle. This magic draft is happening right here off of Lake Lowry at the King's Estate, of course. So that's a quick little brief of where we're actually at. Once again, I-4, exit 27, down into Haines City. Side note, thank you Louie for letting me use the map and holding the camera. Thank you, Other Jimmy. Now as we travel down this road, I want to talk about the actual draft. It will be a Theros block Swiss draft, which will contain packs from Theros, War on the Gods, and Journey into Nyx. This should prove to be an interesting draft considering everybody's varying levels of skill in playing Magic. Some used to play back in high school, some have been playing only for a couple of months, some are just still learning, and some don't want to learn at all, but are here to help round out the draft. So join me today, June 21st, 2014, as we celebrate Rose's 31st birthday with a friendly Magic draft. I'm Jimmy. I'm from Clearwater, Florida. I played Magic back in middle school, back when Ice Age came out, and then I played a little bit when I came down here to Florida in high school, and then kind of gave up around that like late high school, and then only recently picked it back up, luckily because I had my old cards from those days, but I'm playing now mainly because of this lady right here has been driving me to get out into the world, and because I enjoy Magic, and now with drafting, I can actually get out, and it's an excuse to play games with new people. And
it's a more fun way to play.
It's a fair way. It's a fair way to play compared to how we used to play back in the day.
I'm Rose. I'm from here.
And here is...
half an hour outside of Orlando. I don't like saying the city I live in because it's a podunk town.
Okay.
And I started playing Magic first in high school. Like in 98 or 99. I think it was the time Portal came out because I have a buttload of Portal cards and those are the ones that I remember most distinctly. What else am I supposed to say?
But that's your passive Magic, and then you were basically...
you got me back into it.
Loading
Ready Run. Actually, Loading Ready Run. The Canadian comedy troupe that I'm always telling all of my friends about that we watch so much of their stuff, they got us back into it because they started playing it again because PAX gave away free intro packs at one of the recent
as in like maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah, well that's relatively recent.
But they've been doing so much content with Magic
we're like, you know what? Let's check it out again. And now it's like I feel like I am as intelligent as I need to be to comprehend the game, whereas back in high school I didn't grasp it enough. But now it's really cool. It's fun.
Okay. Let's see what everybody else has to say.
Hi, my name is Paulina. I'm originally from San Diego, moved here in Tampa when I was 15, so I've been here a good 20 years. I'm an old school gamer. I used to game back in the day, do Magic. I started out with Pokemon, went to Magic, then we had a kid and we had a break, and now we're coming back into the scene. So.
My name is Jeffrey and I'm from Tampa. Didn't start playing Magic until the late 2000s, so I remember seeing it when I was in high school. It was just when I was at the anime club, there'd be kids playing it in the room next door because we had our anime club in the back of a gaming store. So there were, aside from kids playing D&D, these kids playing this weird new thing with cards. Didn't know what that was, but so many years later I finally did try it, did some Friday Night Magic, things like that. So yeah, more casual, never really any major tournaments, just store level tournaments, things like that.
My name's Casey. I'm from Haines City, and I played Magic back in high school, and now I'm playing it again because everyone else is back into it. So that's pretty much it.
Hi, I'm Johnny Womack, and I'm currently living in Davenport, Florida, and I've been playing Magic the Gathering since 1996, 97, around there. Essentially right before high school days, and yeah, been a fan of it ever since.
And I'm his wife, Brandy Womack, and I also live in Davenport, Florida, and I learned to play Magic less than a month ago.
Hi, I'm Marcus Cleveland. I'm from Orlando, Florida. I used to play Magic back in high school and kind of got out of it, and my best friend's into it now, so I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things.
And so those are the intro videos for everybody that came to the draft, except Annie didn't do it and Nikki wasn't in one of
Yeah, Nikki and Annie aren't big on being behind the camera.
But what we're going to do real quick is we're going to go over some just quick pictures of us actually drafting and talking about some of the cards that were pulled from the draft. So right here, you can see a picture of everybody playing. That's Rose's dad was actually nice enough to take some pictures as we were all drafting. This is me helping Nikki out with the draft selection. Once again, it was a Theros block. Here's some more pictures of everybody contemplating what cards they're going to do. This would have been on Nick's, right? Because there's Theros and Blood on the table.
Yeah, so we're on our first pack still?
Yes.
What card is that you can see that...
Shipbreaker type Kraken, I think, or something?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
it's Marcus. He has
and as you can see here, a multitude of drinks. There was the Dr.
we're
Pepper
all
Vanilla
drinking.
Float, the hard root beer. Jeff brought a sampler thing of beer. A lot of really cool drinks.
And here yet, I have not started drinking. I had not given in yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, but
here's
soon.
some more pictures of everybody drafting.
Me
Everybody
making a
having
stupid
good time.
face. Jimmy making a stupid face, because that's what we do instead of smiling.
Please don't hit the camera just like you did. More pictures of everybody drafting. And this is one of the cards when we were going into the draft, we were like, okay, we want some of these cards from this set that we don't have yet for our collection, or for your collection. The Architect of Endurance is one of the archetypes that you didn't have.
Yeah,
we had multiples of other ones, but not this one.
Yeah.
You also had Launch the Fleet, which is just a fun card.
I wanted that for my commander deck.
Same thing with Polymorphous Rush. This was a card that actually I ended up running in my deck, which was really fun to do.
Yeah, it's just a fun card.
Dawnbringing Charioteers, which is a good solid card. And then you actually were able to get 4 gods, 4 mythic gods, out of all the playing we've done with Theros.
We've not gotten
We've not got any gods.
The entire Theros block.
We got them in this small little draft of hers. So yeah, these are the gods that we got. You got the 4 gods. And then the one thing we didn't get a lot of, which we were hoping to get a lot of, was...
Because it's a common! Charging Badger.
Charging Badger.
It's a common and born, and we got one.
We got one out of the whole draft.
Did I run it?
I don't know who ran it.
I don't remember.
But now with all these interesting draft cards to pull from, let's see what kind of decks everybody made, shall we?
We shall.
I built a primarily red deck with a splash of blue. I've got some really powerful reds in there, so I'm hoping I can drop those. And we'll see how it goes. I've never played with this particular combo together before, so we'll see what happens.
Alright, so my deck, well, I noticed in this set there's definitely a lot of stuff, I guess, with the heroic imprint where you gotta have spells targeting, so enchanting on other creatures definitely seems to help, so I made sure to grab a few enchantments or enchantment/creatures that I could throw on others and get that benefit. So hopefully it will stack up on that. I'm playing red and green. Hopefully that'll smash the face. We will see.
I made a green and white deck, the Dreams Constellation, and getting a big Hydra out. That's pretty much it.
So I made a black and white deck, also known as the Yin Yang deck, I guess. And it's the first time I've ever played with this deck, actually. I usually play with black, so I'm pretty proficient with black. And it takes a lot of stuff from the creatures, you take life, whatever. And then with the white, I can gain life as well. So it's a good combo, I think. And yeah, I got a lot of flying as well, so that helps. And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so I had 3 of the gods in my hand, and I started off with the gods, so I'm calling my deck OMG. I decided to go white-black, so I kept 2 of the gods and discarded the other one. I'm hoping to have a fantastic time with this and just blow everybody out of the water.
I built a blue deck, I've never played a mono blue deck. I don't think it's strong whatsoever. I put 3 Rise of the Eagles into it just for fun. I don't think I'm even triggering a consolation off of it. But since I've played a lot of Magic and this block against everybody else, I don't want to just kind of beat everybody, which sounds to me very like I'm very full of myself, which I probably am, but you know, that's the way it is.
Is it go times? So I built a red-blue deck. I feel like it's kind of controlly. So I think what I'm going to be trying to do with it is just kind of delay until the end game so I can bust out my finisher cards and hope that I have board control when that comes along. I've also got some annoying low-drop flying cards that I can put some early harassment with. So that's the plan.
I made a blue-red deck. No, I made a blue-green deck with a splash of red. My goal of my deck is fly in above your heads with the flyers, buff the flyers. I can give some of my green creatures flying, and then use my fetch cards to bring in my dragon, and then kick butt.
So yeah, an actual 5th mythic, which was the Stormbreath Dragon.
How did you forget this one? This is the one I splashed in my deck.
That's
as
why
I just explained.
That's what I just forgot. But yeah, so you ended up getting 5 mythics out of the draft, which was just
yes.
really cool.
And this is the one that I pulled and I played. I wasn't even in these colors, but I'm like, okay, there's mana fixing in this set. I'm going to get it. I'm going to play this. And I actually did, and I pulled it off a couple times.
Did really well. We're going to some more pictures here. You may have noticed, when you were there, of course, Rose had made these little name cards for everybody. Just so, like, who was playing against each other. Just made it easier for everybody to see and everything.
I just wanted to make little things. It was your idea, and initially I'm like, no, I don't have time to do that. And then the night before, I'm like, I'm going to do some doodles.
So it was nice so people who didn't know each other, mainly Jeff and Felina were the 2 people nobody really knew out of that circle because they were from the Tampa side.
Everyone loved them, too. They all took them home.
But yeah, so there's Felina's, you can see Brandy's, you can see Johnny's over there. Here's Jeff, who of course decided to start using bottle caps as counters, which worked out really well. You weren't happy with it that much, but
no.
That's just old school Jeff. And then, of course, Marcus's thing, which is kind of blurry there, it was just hilarious.
It's a penis.
Which basically Jeff and Marcus got along tremendously well.
Everyone thought it was funny.
And what I want to do real quick, actually, is go over to a video of everybody playing, which we're going to start right here.
Okay, so I'm going to test target creature, scrying 1. How many you tap?
Now this game right here
ran forever.
Look at their board state. It's crazy. Literally, they took 2 rounds to do the 3 games. Like it was
We kept
crazy.
looking over and going, "What game are you guys on?"
And, like we're still on the first one. We're like,
what? How? What is your board state?
It was just really just sick.
It was funny.
Now, if you listen really closely here, I'll turn up. You can hear Jeff's philosophy for the night.
And then I'm tapping.
Coming in very soon. Jeff had apparently lost really bad against Johnny. But the cool thing about Jeff, we were playing with the Cubelet earlier, and even throughout the night,
he kept doing really cool things.
He had these really cool inventive combos with cards, and he's played Magic before. He's done a World of Warcraft card game. He can really much figure out really cool mechanics and combos in card games, and he was pulling off some really cool stuff.
Yeah, he was pulling off really cool things.
So granted, he might not have won a bunch, but he did really well just playing.
Yeah, he did.
We start fast and lose or start slowly. Right.
Now, right here, you'll see Nikki and Annie appearing to be playing.
But they're not.
They did play their first game, and then they both kind of lost.
Yeah, they were both tired. Annie was really tired, and Nikki doesn't play Magic. She was kind of just pseudo-playing.
They were there to fill up the draft. Like, it made it easier with the numbers. And they were there just to hang out. I mean, it's a party. It was just fun for them to do. But this is a perfect shot that makes it look like they're playing. So let's just pretend they are. And then you will also see, right here, this is Felina in the foreground, Brandy in the background. Sitting next to her husband's, actually. Felina, her god deck that she mentioned she was building was super powerful.
Yeah,
like, just really crazy deck. And then Brandy, essentially kind of like a really fast Boros deck.
Yeah, it was. Like, it wasn't Boros colored though. It was red and blue, wasn't it?
I think a little special white. But it was just really crazy fast and aggressive.
Was it straight Boros?
I
can't recall. You guys watched the video, you know.
So just let that finish out there. Yeah, Jeff was just wasn't too happy. But of course, here are some more pictures. That's of course of them playing and taking forever and ever. Here's, of course, a picture of the birthday
My cake. That's
which,
a card.
which we didn't actually get to see during the birthday party because we were busy playing. We didn't really get time to pull it off. Here's a close-up of it. You know, it's kind of a cool thing. Her mom made it. It was very cool.
And Jimmy did a cool spread of cards.
Yeah, I decided to kind of put some dressing on it and whatnot. And then here is actually the standings of the draft for anybody that cares, which is only me.
Which I will let you explain because those are just
There's
a bunch
the draft
of numbers to me.
you can see the draft seating. This is basically the rounds, the breakdowns. The green people are the people that won the round. There was a time between Casey and Johnny because Casey's second game ran super long again, so it was just the draw.
Yeah.
Not everybody was able to go 2 or 3 rounds. I was able to play extra rounds versus you and your brother.
Yeah.
In which case, unfortunately, I technically won the draft, which I didn't want to do, and whatever.
Oh, that's okay.
Rose got technically second, but that's once again because we were able to play more games. Casey got third.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter who won or lost. Everybody, I think,
Everyone
had a good
fun.
time.
Yeah.
And who knows? We might do a draft for an extra thing, but we don't know. We could see what happens.
It depends on if everybody's available and whatnot too. So.
Oh.
Look at you! You're.
Sorry about that. A little bit of technical difficulties here. Besides this box being completely hot, which I have to do to record it, to have no ambient noise. You probably still hear the fridge, but all the ACs and fans are off, so it's like sweltering here.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, a good time. Probably do it again. It was just fun for everybody.
Yeah.
You have anything else you want to add?
Just thanks for everybody for showing up. I know Saturday is a hard day for a lot of my friends to make it out because of various work schedules and the different types of jobs that you work. So I really appreciate everybody being able to make it out, and everyone had a lot of fun, I think, and I did too, and there weren't any major upsets or anything. It was great. What?
You sure about that? Like, towards the end of the draft?
What are you talking about?
Like, towards the end, when you maybe had too many of your hard root beers? You know? You don't remember what happened?
I wondered what happened to them all. I figured that everyone just drank them up because they were so good.
No, you like drank like almost 2 in a row, and then you took that bag of like all the extra booster packs that we hadn't opened, and you ran off into your bedroom crackling.
I don't recall that.
Well, I do. It's time to wake up, no longer birthday girl. Oh, what the hell? Well, I know you wanted a bunch of sealed product for your birthday, but I thought we kind of agreed that we were going to save this for future drafts. Do you not remember that? My wise counsel and trying to figure out that we were just going to...
Packs.
Yes, packs. I know you like packs and you don't remember much. Yeah, well, you know... Well, I hope it was worth it. Well, there's one of the other missing root beers. Did you at least get anything good?
Got more mythics.
Great.